What's going on, guys? Tom Stitt from Nerd Essentials. Today we're going to be discussing how to sell items you bought at a garage sale, estate sale, or thrift store for up to 5 times what you paid online. I'm going to give you guys 4 steps that'll save you a lot of time and hassle when you're selling items online. Step 1. Setting up your shop on eBay, Etsy, or Craigslist. Etsy is probably the best and easiest for selling vintage items. What you need to do is go onto their site, do some research about what you're actually going to be selling, and then create your shop. This research could include the current market of the item you're looking to buy, or include a time frame of item which you are looking to buy. Some of these vintage categories can include kitchenware, signage, advertisements, stuff like that, decorations of all holidays, home and living stuff, furniture, and maybe some other kitchen items, utilities, older, manual utilities you could sell easily online. Or you could look for a time frame, perhaps items maybe in the 1920s, 1930s, 40s, 50s, you get the idea, and so on like that. That might be an alternative route if you're not looking for specific items, maybe just a time frame, and start there and see where you go. Step 2. This is a step where a little bit of luck comes in handy and also a small amount of money. So step 2 is basically finding a medium to high value item at a low price at a thrift store, garage sale, wherever you're buying this from, estate sale, stuff like that. Garage sales, estate sales, and thrift stores are the best places to buy vintage items that will sell quickly on Etsy for up to 5 times what you paid for it. Recent machine-made products that are not vintage, this is basically 1998 and forward, are actually very hard to sell online compared to vintage items. Vintage items are just easier to sell just because of how rare they can be, and people don't want them anymore, so they're getting rid of them, and you can get them at a very low price. And some people don't even know what they're worth, and so you could be making some serious bank on some of these items. Recently made items are extremely hard to sell, especially when you have a small online shop. Nobody's really going to be looking there to buy stuff like that, especially when you probably already have prices that are marked up. So vintage items are the real go-to item here. So again, as I said, vintage items tend to sell more quickly online, especially if you find a rare item at a low price. You can put that price, I normally just take it about 5 times what you paid for it is a good idea. Start there, and then if it doesn't sell, obviously you can go down. But look at prices of other vintage items of that kind of same category online, and then base your prices from there. Or if you can find the exact same item, find that item, put it for a couple bucks cheaper, and then people will buy yours before they buy that other person's. Believe it or not, it's actually not that hard to do to find a good quality item. My brother and I recently were at a thrift store, and we found a whole thing of vintage fine china that was actually for 25 cents a piece. Every single piece in there was 25 cents. These saucers and platters and stuff like that. We had a cream and sugar set actually, and we're going to put those on. We have those on Etsy right now actually for, I believe, $15 for the cream and sugar set, and then we have 7 cups and 7 saucers for $25. We actually bought all those items for a total of $6, which is going to be a huge profit if we manage to sell those. So it's really not that hard to find items that are, and we've been doing that for like a week or so, and we had already found a really good deal. So just bring 10 bucks with you, and that's going to be plenty if you're going to find a good deal on an item that could sell for much more than that. So when you're at these garage sales, estate sales, and thrift stores, make sure if you find an item that you think is rare and you think people are going to buy it and they're going to want you and it's in good condition, stuff like that, make sure to look it up on Etsy, Craigslist, or eBay just to see what it's worth, if anybody's selling it. And if you can't do that, just look it up on Google. I'm sure it'll come up no matter what the item is. And then if you don't have the name of the item at all, just kind of a general purpose item, maybe a tool or something like that, then you can just call it what you wanted on Etsy. But make sure you're getting a good deal for what you're paying, and you're not paying maybe $1 under what you're actually going to make from it. Pay at least half of what it's listed for online, so you can put it for even more than that and make more profit. And also make sure if you can bargain. Some situations you cannot bargain in, like thrift stores, stuff like that. They have a no bargain policy sometimes, but I'm sure at garage sales and estate sales you'll be happily bargained with. Maybe you can get a couple bucks off that price so you can make even more. Okay guys, step 3. So once you find that perfect vintage item, it's time to take some pics. Etsy also allows users to upload 5 pictures to be used in conjunction with the description of the item. So choose carefully on which ones you're actually going to upload. When shooting, try to make your item as clean, well lit, and contrasting as possible to maybe catch that potential customer's eye when they're shopping online. Make it look as good as possible, edit the picture as much as you want, make it look perfect. Do that 5 times with different angles. Make sure to get every single side of your item that needs to be shown. A great way to make your item look really good in pictures is to use a white backdrop to place your item against. So this really big contrast there between your item and the background. It looks very good. I'll post a link down in the description on how to make a little box that has all white sides that allows you to have a perfect photo studio, and also with a lamp it'll allow you to light it very well with artificial light. Obviously you can use natural light as well, whatever works best for you. Just make sure it's well lit and it has a contrasting background. A very white item, you might want to put it against a darker background, but this white box tutorial is very helpful. Click on the link, it's in the description. So you need scissors, tape, cardboard box, poster board, and that white filling paper used for gift wrapping white paper. So 5 items to make that really nice looking studio. Also obviously you need a camera. You can use your phone. If your phone's newer, it probably has a very decent camera, and that's fine for using Etsy. Don't be ashamed of just using your iPhone or whatever phone you're using to take pictures and post them on Etsy, because they normally look about the same. And especially on Etsy, you can't really tell the difference between like a high quality like DSLR photo and just a digital one that you took. Both are great. So just make sure it's well lit with some artificial or natural lighting, and you'll be good to go. Just place your item in there, take 10 to 15 pictures, because obviously you're not going to use all those, but take 10 to 15 just so you can pick out the ones that look better. Once you've found and photographed that perfect vintage item, it's time to list it on Etsy. This is by far the most important step in this whole process, because the tags, description, and title you give your item will decide the number of viewers that see your item on Etsy, and perhaps the amount of people that will buy your items. When creating a listing, take into account all the words you're using in the different description areas. Using similar wording can help someone find your item when searching in the general category of your item. Marmalead.com is a great site to find the best wording and tags to use for your item. They allow you to search the title of your item, and they give you the amount of listings that are used with that search term. They give you the minimum and maximum prices for those items under that search term. They give you the average amount of views per week something with that search term receives. They also give you the best tags to use for that kind of search term and that item if it was called exactly that. On Etsy you can have up to 13 tags, so it gives you a lot of tags to use. You can switch out some, change them a little bit, but these are the best tags that people use a lot. So Marmalead.com, links down in the description. Very good site to use for Etsy at least. It shows all the listings on Etsy, so you can click on any of the pictures that they have and it'll take you to that Etsy link, so you can look at that person's tags, see how many views it has, and how you can use that information to increase your views. This website allows you to create the best possible listing for any item. That's why I like it so much. Used it a couple times. Our items are getting some good views on there. Make sure to check out the Etsy shop down in the description. It's my mom's. Reed and I are posting our items on there. She's gotten a lot of sales. We're using this formula that I have created for you guys to sell many items. So make sure to check out that shop. If there's anything you would like to buy, maybe Reed and I can offer a detail, maybe we'll give a code at the end of this video, or I'll have in the description, I'll give you guys a special code to use on Etsy for maybe a discounted price, something like that, one of our items. So make sure to check out the link in the description of the Etsy shop down there. Try to use as many tags in your title as possible. Of those 13 tags you used, try to use 4 to 5 in your title. This allows your item to come up higher in the search results list when people are searching in any category for your item. After you're happy and satisfied with the details you provided in your listing and you think it's all good, make sure to choose a primary picture, the best picture of your item for that picture, so it'll appear as the thumbnail when someone searches for that item. And once you're happy and satisfied with that listing, hit that publish listing button and it's on the map. All you guys need to do now is wait for the views to come in. Thank you guys again for watching this quick tutorial on how to make money online through Etsy. Again, this does not require that much money. It requires a little bit of time, obviously doing some research, stuff like that. But once you get rolling on it, use that profit to buy even more items, and then up your shop goes in the listings and you'll have more and more sales. So again guys, thanks for watching. Like the video if you liked it, obviously. If you're actually going to use this formula, please like the video. It supports us greatly. Subscribe to the Nerd Essentials if you haven't already, guys. Thank you for watching again, and Nerd Essentials out.